Hello and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. And very quickly, opening in the beginning here, like, subscribe and share if you would want to do any of those three. It would be very welcomed and nice of you. But to start off, I have a bit of a disclaimer. I have tried recording this, and just as I was about to round off and stop and start the next episode, some more important people died before I even could get more, and at that point I said, no, let's just do a clean slate and try again, and hopefully have a little bit less bad RNG at this point. It would be really nice if the game was nice to me. But with that out of the way, I have, saying this for the second time, but I have, before I started recording today, mostly just today, I have looked into sort of what I want to do still in this save and with this fortress, and one is get more dwarves so I can start seeing some of the more population things that happen, because certain things are locked behind the population count of your fortress, so certain things doesn't start happening until you have enough dwarves in your fortress, and nobles, for example. You need a certain amount of dwarves before nobles even start appearing, and so that's one thing, to get more, so see more of that and tackle that as they come. And then it is looking to the water a bit, and this water here with this river is good. It is always there, but not in the winter. In the winter it's frozen, and it's frozen all the way. So from up here we don't really have any water like in the winter. And in the previous episode we managed, if we go down, to find a cavern layer with water. But the water down here is not that deep from what I can tell. So it's probably going to be muddy, it's probably not going to be really good. And thus, I want to make myself a water reservoir. And also, this cavern here is on elevation -86. It's really far down. If we go all the way up to the top, that is elevation 40. It's like 120 levels difference. And if we go down to, say, where the living area is, it's on elevation 25. So yeah, one thing that I wanted to do was see if I can do that. Technically speaking, I already done that, but in the recording that I trashed. And what I'm going to do is set up something over here that is going to dip down here, just beside here, and then have from the water from the river flow in and down into that reservoir, and thus have water in the base the year round, all the time, and we're going to be fine. And the reason why I want it to be just beside a hospital is because that's where you're going to need fresh water the most. And it's also pretty close to the other areas as well, so it's not that far to go and get. It's way closer than going up to the surface or going all the way down to the second cavern. And absolute last thing is magma forge, magma glass furnace, magma kiln, and a magma smelt. Those 4 things requires magma, so I need to find that, which requires me to dig deeper and more greedily and span out and see if I can find some magma, and then set up a way to have magma in a place where the magma forge and the magma smelter and so on is going to work. And yeah, if it's even deeper, which I probably think it is, it's going to be so deep that I pretty much have to bring it up. Like the magma has to be brought up so that the crafting can be somewhat speedy and not take too much time. But let's start with the water thing. Let's do this again, and I'm going to quickly do this. There is some reason to why I'm doing what I'm doing, and once I have done it, I will explain. Like that, I think. Yep. That one needs to be removed. That one needs to be... and you need to use the dig channel here for this to work. And so what I need to do is go down there. I just scrolled up to see the measurements and placement. It's pretty much the only reason why I scrolled up while I was doing the dig channel. And then let's do that. That makes it a bit wider. Can't do it there. Let's do that. What you need to be careful with is when you do the dig channel, it's going to dig on the elevation you designate and the elevation below. So it's going to dig out this here and on elevation 27 where it's designated, and have the bottom on elevation 26 here. So that's why I said that, oh, I can't do that row here, because if we go, it's going to clip in and not work. So that's why I did that. Let's do that and like that. And I'm doing this diagonal here for game shenanigans code thing, which just know that if you don't want your base to flood when the water source is higher than where you want it to be, you need to do something like this. I haven't tested this, so this is mostly stuff that I have found while looking around and my interpretation and secondhand information, but it should work. Should work as is. So what I need to do now is I need to slowly but surely scroll upwards. So from here, just south of this dig command, keep the mouse there on that tile and scroll up, designate, bring it down one, scroll up, and just keep on doing that until we get to the correct elevation. Zooming out so I can see where the water is. And there we go. That is the correct elevation, so I don't need to do the dig channel anymore. And what I need to do is I need to do this. That will work. And then I need to do staircase up so I can actually access this. And yeah, when you have the dig command, you want to avoid digging any of these water droplets. If you do, the water will come flooding in. So don't dig that. Dig just one away like this. If you're just to be safe, you could do this, an extra, but it should work like this. This is totally fine. And once we have everything completed, we will open this up by going up here. So this tile here, which is this, we are going to do a channel there, because if you know, it's going to remove this tile down here, but we don't want to do that now. So let's remove that. That is something we will do once it is actually done. So let's unpause and see if we can get this going, and see if we can actually get back to where we was, or where I was. And open that up. What? Wait. Is that actually correct? No. No, this alert is not correct. Let's remove you. Yeah. I hope that's not correct. I hope that's very wrong. That's pretty much what I wanted to avoid. But yeah, as you can see here, they are digging out, and it's on elevation 25 where the dig order is, and it's dig a channel dig order. And if we go down, we will see the bottom of that here on elevation 26. Now, where is that? There, okay. Yeah, let's bring that down there, and that should be fine. Another thing that I should do is actually do this. over these places. Now, another thing that I need to do is go to rock mechanism, and I need to go in and set the material type to shirt. I'm going to very quickly explain why soon. And why I forbidded the mudstone. Once we start doing magma and all of that, we need to consider, is the stone or the material we use, whether it is like metal or rock, is it magma safe? You can look in stone use on the labor to see rock if it is magma safe or not. Iron is and steel is. So if you're using metal like iron metal and steel metal, those are magma safe. And when it comes to rock, you can go in here and look. So any of these on the magma safe column here that has the red X is not magma safe, and the ones with a green check mark is magma safe. So, for example, if we go in here, shirt has the green check mark, so it's magma safe. So that's why I did that, and it's something really important and very easy to miss if you're not careful and remember that, oh yeah, that's something I needed. So another thing I need to do is clothes. I need to add that. Doesn't really matter what we use, just something is good enough. And yeah, making a rock mechanism, and because we forbid the mudstones mechanisms, they can't be used for anything else. So they can't be used now, so we have to use the magma safe mechanisms, which makes things a little bit easier. Do that, do that, do that. And one thing, some might think that, oh yeah, this hole, can't the dwarves fall down? Yes, they can. So what we need to do, they shouldn't really be out and going in this area anyway, but if they are, we should be making some bars, some floor bars. Now you could use grates. If we go in here, construction, you could use floor grate, which, as it says, grates, unlike bars, have a quality and enhance the value of rooms. But it's not really a room we should be in, so it doesn't matter. So I will make this sort of wall, because basically what we're doing is we're making a floor that dwarves can walk on and not fall down, but water fall down through it. So It's a way of making a floor that selects what's going through it as a grate in real life would. It would allow water to flow and well, other more solid objects to not flow. If solid objects flows, it's probably a bit too hot. And probably so hot that it doesn't really matter anymore. I need to do those. Yeah, this is... No, they're not doing that. What are they doing? Is it like meal time or something? Or sleep time? I sort of hope so. Making silk rope. No. Meditate on the rain. Okay, so you're meditating and you're plant seeds. Okay. They're doing other stuff. Let's increase the priority. Yeah. I hope I get some migrants. Because I really need them. I really, really need them. Okay, good. He's back. Oh, some migrants have arrived. Yes! Yes! That is so good. That was actually not something that happened in the scrapped recording. That is so good. $38, $39. Yeah, this opens up a lot of options. A lot of options. And the reason why it does that is because it's technically speaking not necessarily that, oh, we get a bunch of people who can do stuff we couldn't do before. No, but it's more we actually have people that all the things that we want to do, we have enough or even more than enough to do in an adequate time frame. Because that's sort of the big issue right now is certain things take so long. Miller, peasant, hunter. Stonecrafter, woodcutter, hunter. Shearer, peasant, spinner, mason. Peasant, peasant, yeah. So it's pretty much no one really like super good or like unique with any like unique skills or skill sets. It's more like we all of a sudden got more hands to do things with. So what that usually allows us to do is to queue up more things. Let's see, machines, well, here we go. And if we get, I probably think if I get another migration wave, I might look into, yeah, let's approve of you. I think I might actually look into making a second squad. Which might be a really good thing. Oh, this is the first time I've sort of been waiting on this. I've been wondering, why haven't I got someone? Yeah, someone has been possessed. So they will start doing things. It's you. Draltha bone and apricot wood logs. Is that it? It looks like that is it. Yeah, so what they will do is they will craft something. Because they have been possessed by unknown forces. They are in a strange mood. Yeah. That is... a lot of stuff happened here. Has begun a mysterious construction. So yeah, they had everything. It's really important when you get these like fey moods or someone get possessed or like strange moods, something like when something like this happens, you have this icon that like tells you like this person got possessed, blah blah blah, they have claimed and gather resources and stuff. This one is actually really important to keep because it gives you information of like, do they miss something? It also gives you information on when they start construction of a mysterious thing, which gives you an indication of, okay, they had everything, they have begun construction, so they will finish it. So it's really important to keep up because, yeah, wow. I have had times where I've just cleared the board and I had one of these and I had no clue what's happening. Of, oh, why is this not like finishing? And it's because this, I had removed this, which gives me the information. But oh, 3 more animals. I thought I saw some animals roaming around down there where they shouldn't be. And we have a fair chunk of some extra hands around the joint. That isn't just a bunch of children's, which is really good. So yeah, we can actually look into expanding the work orders, and like do some other things, maybe some more advanced things. One thing that I will do is actually dabbling miner. That's good. I actually have another miner. Dabbling miner. Could probably change you. Yes, you're skilled, but we now have more people. So we can actually like spread this out a bit. And not everyone doesn't have to do this one thing. Which is nice. And hunter, talented ambusher, competent marks dwarf. Let's put you on that. Having more hunters is never a bad thing. Might not want too many of them, but it's not a bad thing to have. We might look into having dedicated planters. Actually, maybe. I might have to ponder on that. But we have enough people to actually do that kind of thing now, where we can actually divide things and actually tell more than just like 1 or 2 that, oh yeah, you do these 3 things, because that is how diverse you have to be. Yeah. Super good. And this time no one died. Fingers crossed that it doesn't happen 5 seconds later. But at least I have enough people now that even if one dies because of some silliness, it's not going to be the end of the world. And that's probably why I felt that I needed to restart the first try. Or rather, restart that recording, because I could roll back and redo it. But with that, we will continue building this water thing and see if I can actually hook it up. Because I do want to see if I can hook it up and get it functional and like running by next episode. And then I think it's mostly just digging down, like dig down, prepare for magma and like decide sort of a floor to make the magma smelter and so on, and prepare for that. And then it's pretty much only just dig down and see what we can find. Oh my god, it's probably going to be so bloody far down. It's going to be so far down. It's going to be insane. I'm actually when I'm here, I am going to say, I'm going to put a door there, and then I'm going to lock that door, because once I don't need access to this anymore, I'm going to do that, because yeah. Anyway, no more awkward talking here. We are going to round off and see if we can actually hook up the water and get that working in the next episode. But for this episode, we should now finally be seeing YouTube recommendation, quick access to subscribe button, and another quick access button for the playlist for this series. So with that, thanks for watching. Goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.